Welcome back. So now it has been also necessary for us to harden our security posture, right? So we want to add another layer of security to our architecture. So we are coming to protect our private subnet, or we are coming to add another layer of security to our private subnet, and we'll make use of the network access control list. So I'll make some drawings on my architecture drawing, and I'm using a rectangle here. I'll send it behind, do it a no fill, and make it a dash line, make it heavy, change the color to make it more visible. So at the end of the lab, we should have something like this. Super. So let's go back to our console. We'll navigate to VPCs, and straight ahead we'll go to network access control list. That's network ACLs under security. And we'll create a custom network access control list, and we'll name it lab network ACL. Okay, and the VPC is our lab VPC, and we'll create this. Now select this, and then the default inbound and outbound rules all denies traffic, and they deny all traffic, right? That goes in and out of it. Okay, now we are going to configure this custom network ACL to allow all traffic that goes in and out of the private subnet. So we'll do inbound rules, and we'll edit the inbound rules. Now network ACLs evaluate rules in order, and it is advisable that you do it in the increment of 100 or 10, right? So that you'll be able to put rules in between when they need be. You don't have to put the rules, so you can do 100 and then the next one is 101. If there is a need to put rules in between, how are you going to do that, right? So our first rule will be 100, and it's all traffic allow. I'll save changes, and I'll go to outbound traffic as well. I'll add new rule, same thing, 100 all traffic, and I'll allow. And from here I will now associate this with our private subnet. Okay, so private subnet. So now this is how it looks currently. Now to test out our custom network ACL, there is a need to create another VPC, because we don't want to compromise our bastion host. So the bastion host serves the purpose that it's supposed to serve, right? So what we'll do is that we'll now create a new instance called a test EC2, or a test instance. So I'll launch instance from here, and the name is test instance. We'll leave everything as it is, so we can proceed without a key because we will not SSH into the test instance, right? And I'll edit this and put it in the lab VPC as well. The subnet, this time should be in the public subnet. Yes, but then this should have a public IP address because we would want to reach it via the internet, right? So you should have a public IP address, and we'll create a new security group and say test SG, and this one will allow ICMP. Now ICMP is the short form for Internet Control Message Protocol, and it is a protocol used by devices in your network to communicate. Now let's not confuse this for SSH, right? So SSH traffic is like you sending a secure package, right, between your computers. So let's juxtapose it to sending a mailing letter in a sealed envelope, right? The message is protected and can only be opened by the independent recipient with the right key. So remember, we do SSH with what? An access key. Now ICMP is like sending a simple message or a simple postcard, right, between you and your neighbor or your friend elsewhere. So this is used, or this protocol is used for basic communication between your devices to check if they are reachable. So just like sending a message to your friend asking, hey, are you there, right, without any privacy protection. Okay, so as I said, SSH is like sending a sealed letter for a coded or a secure communication, while ICMP is just like sending postcard for basic connectivity checks. So that is just an explanation to for you or to understand. Okay, so here I'll change this SSH to all ICMP IPv4, and it comes from anywhere, and that will be it for this, and our launch instance. Okay, great. So once our instance launch is initiated, I'll end this video here, and then I'll see you in the next video to test our network ACL to see if they are working. So see you in the next video.